explains how everybody at rest or traveling at a constant speed will remain at rest or at the constant speed without like acting without being acted of an external force or another force. The second law of Newton provides a precise explanation of how bodies interact with forces that are acted by another individual or object, and it explains that the rate is equal to both the force acting on it and the magnitude and direction that it you could say that it goes towards. And the third law of Newton explains that when you exert an action, there's going to be an equal reaction in the opposite direction that you provided the first force, you could say. And it basically it's the action reaction law, and it explains basically that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Also, we have the examples of each law that you could see here, that for if you push towards a wall like your finger, the opposite in the opposite direction there will be a force that the wall like does for your finger, like not to push the wall. And for the first law we have the football here, that it says that the ball is at rest and it doesn't move until the soccer player like kicks the ball. And lastly, the second law explains that, like, here's a person that pushes that object and goes towards a direction at a certain magnitude and direction with the force that that guy, you could say, that he pushed with.
Concepts that are related with this topic are this, like in the screen we can see. The first of these concepts is friction, and well, friction refers to the force that opposes motion between two surfaces that are in contact. And for example, we can see like this guy is pushing a box, and the we can set that the opposite force that is the box presenting is the friction that is presented here. The other concept that we can see is weight. Weight is the force exerted on an object due to gravity. We can set that weight is equal to the multiplication of the mass of the object times the gravity of the planet. We can see we are landing, or we are in that moment. The mass is the amount of matter that an object possesses, and we can we can measure this value in kilograms or grams or whatever. And I didn't mention, but the weight we can measure it in newtons. Another concept we can see is tension. Tension is a force that is transmitted through a string, a rope, a cable, or a wire when it is pulled tight by forces acting from opposite ends. As we can see in this image, the tension of the rope is produced by the forces of the man and the woman, and that's why that rope is tensed. Another concept is compression, and compression refers to the force that squeezes or presses an object, causing it to become shorter or more compact. We can see this in this image, that this press that the object is like pressed, and if we this is an image, but if it is like in a video, the object will be until it is like super flattened. And the last concept is force. Then, well, force is any influence that causes an object to undergo a change in motion. Also, there's a formula for force that is uh, the mass times the acceleration of the object. So, the force is that influence cause an object to undergo a change in motion.